The Grand National, the steeplechase from Aintree.
Dark, heavy clouds and threatening rain. Had rain yesterday and had to do some of the semifinal bouts last night, so we hope the weather will hold for us. And now, let's meet the principals. From Canada, Camil Huard, 125-pounder, 19-year-old student, technical college from Chandler, Quebec. He's won 28 and he's lost 6, wearing the white shirt from Puerto Rico. 17 years of age, Wilfredo Benitez. He is a student from the town of Carolina in Puerto Rico, and the third man in the ring for this bout is the referee, John Hallis. And I have Raleigh Schwartz, who is the chief referee, sitting with me as we watch this bout. Now, you've already seen one, and I'm sure you have noticed that there are some differences from what you're accustomed to as we use international rules. Now, Camil Huard from Canada is a left-hander, as you see, and he is a real banger. On the other hand, Benitez is a stand-up classic-style boxer, the type that you normally see in international competition and the type that we saw during the Olympic Games in Munich. Now, the warning right there from the referee was to what, Raleigh?
The warning was Benitez dropped his head, which preceded his hand. That is a caution. If he had hit with the head, it would have been a foul. But you were right, Chief. This is a classic bout between the banger and the boxer. And, of course, we have a sustained action. The reason why it's sustained is because of our rules. There's no holding and hitting, no clinching, no lying on. So look at those boys wail away.
Now, Benitez scoring with a sharp right-hand lead. We saw Huard's knees over short, very sharp. But Huard is going to press the fight, and he's going to score points on aggressiveness. And he's going to force Benitez, who just took a short right hand that time from Huard. He's going to force Benitez all the way through the fight. Benitez at this particular moment, though, seems perfectly content to stand in there and mix it with him. And every bit of viewing space is taken here at the Summerfest grounds in Milwaukee. And Huard is in some trouble, I think, as he yields. He starts backing up as Benitez is really laying it to him here in the middle of the third round. And these are 3-minute rounds. 3-minute rounds. Not 2 minutes. International rules do apply, which means no headgear, and they are using 8-ounce gloves. Wilfredo Benitez in the white shirt is from Puerto Rico, and he's scoring heavily right now.
This full house crowd at the Summerfest really love this bout, Keith. Sustained action. That's what they like about international boxing.
And this is live on ABC's Wide World of Sports from Milwaukee. In the white shirt, Wilfredo Benitez from Puerto Rico.
You notice the immediate follow-up break. The minute they get in close and their hands are tied up, they will step back.
They go inside the last 30 seconds of the first round now as Huard weathered that storm from Benitez and now begins to move forward again. Benitez suggesting he's hitting a little low, but
Not refereeing this bout, is he?
Both of them are wailing away here. It's very likely they're going to be two tired young men. Into round one.
Those 3 minutes are a long time.
We run the Sears steel belted radial and...
If you think rough roads are rough on shock absorbers, think about weather.
Here we go with round number 2 in the red. That is Camil Huard, 19-year-old from Chandler, Quebec in Canada. In the white shirt, Wilfredo Benitez of Puerto Rico. Huard is 19, Benitez is 17. These young men who win these bouts here will qualify out of the North American zone for the proposed World Amateur Boxing Tournament. The World Amateur Boxing Tournament is not a set fact. There have been some disagreements, and particularly from the communist countries, but there is to be a congressional meeting in Montreal in September. And from that meeting will come another vote on the site and on the way in which the World Tournament will be conducted. And it's anticipated that Russia and the Cubans and the rest of the Eastern European nations will be agreeable to it. They're projecting hopefully a November date for the World Boxing Tournament. So these young men who win these bouts here in Milwaukee this afternoon will be the North American zone qualified. This has been a bristler from the very beginning. Huard in red and Benitez in the white. These are international rules. We say again, no headgear, 8-ounce gloves. The referee is the sole judge, the sole boss in the ring. However, the referee does not participate in the decision. The decision is made by 3 judges at ringside. You'll see the referees, John Howell's just there, cautioning both boys, don't hold. Don't put the hand behind the head and hold.
That was nice boxing there by Benitez with that left jab. He's sticking it out, trying to keep the relentless Huard, a hard-nosed Quebec French-Canadian who really likes to pour the hot coals in.
The aggressor in the early going of the fight, as you've seen, and particularly near the early portions of the first round, Huard. Here in the beginning of the second round, he again was the man applying the pressure. But again, here in the middle of the second 3-minute round, you see that Benitez has asserted himself, and he now has forced Huard to back up some. Good left hand to the body, scored by Huard. I think that time the right hand from Benitez went home.
You notice, Keith, in international boxing, you don't see strictly headhunters. These gentlemen box to the body and score just as effectively.
Benitez again now comes scoring. A solid left hook snapped Huard's head back. Again, Benitez scores with that left. But the Canadian is a tough kid.
Be cautious, and you must step back with both feet, not just one.
Rolades.
Here we go with the final round at 125 pounds, featherweights. Wilfredo Benitez in the white shirt from Puerto Rico, Camil Huard of Canada in the red. Huard, I would guess, has to really come in winged here in the third round. Because it would be my judgment, unofficially of course, that Benitez would be the man ahead at this juncture of the fight.
I certainly concur with you, Keith. Benitez is landing in the last round about 2-1 and has been very effective to the body.
Interesting, though, that amateur boxing seems to be resurging in Canada. And one of the fundamental reasons for it, as again Benitez scores with that short combination inside, is Jerry Shears, who has been working here as one of the referees. He's given an enormous amount of time and knowledge, and again Benitez rocks Huard's head back with that combination. Now he goes back to the body and comes up with that left hook and a straight right. And he is tattooing the Canadian pretty good right now. At the point, I suppose, where Huard's going to have to do some gambling against this 17-year-old from Puerto Rico.
He's a game and willing boxer, that French-Canadian Huard. He'll keep coming throughout the bout.
I saw Benitez in the semifinals yesterday, and he is deceptive. He's stronger than he looks. And he's also much more difficult fighter to find. You don't really find the hard, solid blow on him. He moves very well.
I would say the reason being are those body shots. He's taking a lot out of Huard. Watch those body shots. There goes another one inside, and that's what really takes the starch out of you, kid.
But under international rules, as long as you stand up, face each other, the referee is really not going to bother you too much. He'll caution you once in a while to keep him up, keep your head up, and keep your posture, keep your stance.
Johnny Hollis is doing an excellent job letting the gentleman box inside. While you have free hands, you're entitled to punch away.
And for all of our affiliates across the country, after the fight, the time is going to be yours. 45 seconds to go, and Benitez again scoring very heavily. Goes to the body, and then comes up hooking. Inside 30 seconds to go in this fight. Wilfredo Benitez in the white shirt. Camil Huard of Canada in the red. 15 seconds to go. Digging to the body. Wicked left hook by Benitez. As we we near the end of the fight. We'll be back with more ABC's Wide World of Sports after this message from our local station. Benitez taking a unanimous decision over Camil Huard. A bristling fight. The Puerto Rican team now, as such, has won 4 out of the 5 fights in the finals, with the winners qualifying out of the North American zone for the proposed World Boxing Tournament. And now we are going to move to